All right, so you're thinking about moving to Jacksonville, Florida. There's a couple of things that you may want to know before you come here. So we're going to talk about it in this video right now. Let's go. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Dr. Adrian, Gentry, aka Dr. Real Estate Jax. If you've been here before, you know what we're going to say. Get up, get your own water. You're family now. If you have not, do me a favor, like, subscribe. Hit the bell notification as I try to talk about all things Jax, where to eat, where to live, where to play. For those who do not know me, I'm a real estate agent in the Northeast Florida area. Would love to serve you. So whether you're relocating, ETSing, PCSing, coming from the cold up north, or escaping the expensive west, I would love to serve you. So I'm gonna put my phone number somewhere in here. Give us a call. We're the guys who pick up the phone, answers the text, answers the email. So we're gonna jump into it. Like everybody's moving to Jacksonville. I think we're one of the migration states where people are actually coming to. And everyone has questions about what is it like in Jacksonville? What is it like in St. Augustine? What is it like in Yulee? So today we're gonna go over a couple of things you probably need to know before moving to Jax, and we're gonna give them to you pretty quickly so you get the essence of what to understand when you're moving here. So we're gonna show you around town, and then we're gonna jump right into it. So you guys see Jacksonville just a little bit. So the one thing, what is there to do? That's the number one question that we receive all the time. So we're gonna start with that one first, right? Number one is, you need to know this. Jacksonville absolutely loves its festivals, right? I almost wanna go down the line like Bubba Gump. We have shrimp festivals, we have art festivals, we have I mean, there's so many festivals that go on in Jacksonville on a regular basis. It's ridiculous. And I think we've grown so much since we have had COVID, right? Like that's one of the things that I've noticed, that every chance we get, there's a new festival. They have bouncy house festivals that go on for kids on the weekend. But the most prestigious one that we have is the largest jazz festival in this legendary jazz festival here in Jacksonville. It's been going on for 40 years. It's 3 days of just free entertainment. And we've had some of the greats. We've had Kenny G, we've had Herbie Hancock, we've had George Benson, Chaka Khan. I think we'll be gracing the stage this year. So that's one of the events that I always like to tell people about when we're coming to Jacksonville, because they're always asking what to do. So if you're a type of person that likes to get out, right? If you're a type of person that loves to mingle among everyone that's in Jacksonville and meet new people, you're probably gonna meet them at a festival. So just this past weekend, there was a taco festival. We had it at the stadium. So when I'm talking about tacos, I'm talking about food, I'm talking about art, I'm talking about pop-ups. We have so many festivals here that's happening year-round. Literally, we talked about this in another video, the Riverside Arts Market that goes on every Saturday, rain, sleet, or snow. We talk about the river, what is it, the river, it happens like literally right behind me. They shut off the street every first Wednesday, and people come out. It's the arts market as well. People come out and they showcase their art, and people are dancing, people are singing, people are rapping. It's going down, like right here in the middle of the street. So one thing you need to know more than anything else is Jacksonville absolutely loves its festivals. Number two, and I think most customers don't understand this, I've said it before, Jacksonville is really spread out, right? You have to understand, once again, largest city in the country. So I have to keep talking about this because a lot of customers are really shocked when they actually get here. I just got on the phone literally 20 minutes ago with a customer that's coming in from California, and they're like, we want to look at houses everywhere from Yulee to St. Augustine Beach. And I'm trying to get them to understand, and we have 2 days to do so. Yeah, if we're looking at neighborhoods in all of those areas, you need a lot more than 2 days to do so. It can take 34 minutes to get across town, and I'll say that in every video. It's 34 minutes. I don't know how it works out that way, but everywhere I have to go, it ends up being 34 minutes, right? So you are going to have to drive when you're here. Another thing that I always want to clarify is I hear customers say things like, somebody told me to stay away from this side of town. It's frustrating, right? And the reason I say that is because one side of town can be a 20, 25-minute drive, and we're talking about going anywhere from the hood, to going over to multi-million-dollar houses. So you can't necessarily say, I don't want to live on this entire side of town, because it's too large of an environment to say that this entire area is a place that I do not want to be. So if you have the chance, the one thing I want people to always do is, hey, let's check out the town for ourselves. And we're going to do more videos on showing you what the town looks like in proximity, because maybe just driving around, because you have to understand, you can't make certain decisions about what I don't want based off of someone's recommendation or their own personal preferences and yours. They can be completely different. Number 3, transportation. If you're coming from a major city like New York, right? We don't have the New York subway system. We do not have the trolleys that you're going to find in San Diego, nor are you going to get on the MARTA like you'll find in ATL. But we do have JTA, right? They ride about 8.5 million miles per year. It's a 56 routes, and you can get anywhere you want in the city. Now, public transportation in Jacksonville consists of this. 1, the express bus. It runs 5 times in the morning and late afternoon. Many of this is just used to go around downtown. Then you have the First Coast Flyer. You have the trolley replica buses. You very rarely see those guys, and if you see them, they're downtown, and they're for people who are coming to sightsee, because I don't know anybody that uses them. Then you have the JTA connection. This is more for disabled and the elderly people. Then you have, we had to put this on the list, stadium shuttle for game day, because we have no downtown at all when game day is going on. So when you're transitioning to Jacksonville, just understand, if you're utilizing the bus system, it's not the most efficient, but it's pretty. It's pretty. We did a little content. They got a new bus station. But efficiency, I don't know if we're there, guys. I don't know, nor have I rode the bus recently, but grateful. You need to know, you're probably gonna need a car when you're in Jacksonville. Number 4, and I have to talk about this one because we have runners. For some reason, we have a lot of military coming to Jacksonville. A lot of them wanna talk about fitness. Crazy. I haven't ran since I was in the Army. The Bible says only the wicked flee when no one's chasing them. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't running. But I will participate. So this run started in 1978. It's one of the largest events that we have every year. 15,000 people actually run in it. It's 9.3 miles. It starts at Duval Street in front of the Jacksonville Fairgrounds, and it finishes at TIAA Bank Field. It is one of those things that's covered by a lot of the media, and it's one of Jacksonville's premium annual events. One of the things I love about this event is not just for runners, it's not just for people out there competing, but it really produces a lot of money when it comes to giving. And people are actually running for a cause, and you'll see a lot of different causes taking place in this race, whether it be autism, whether it be breast cancer, whether it be multiple sclerosis. Like, that's one of the things I love about this. Like, people pulling together to actually do it for just a cause, not just a race. Beautiful event that you may want to check out. And even if you're not a runner like me, it's not happening. You do want to just go down there, experience what Jacksonville has to offer, look around the city and see how it really unites. Number 5, Jacksonville feels more southern than many of the cities that you'll find in Florida, right? So I know we're northeast of Orlando. I know we're northeast of Tampa. I know we're northeast of Miami. However, when you're in Jacksonville, you're talking about a very large place that feels really southern, right? Like, so what you're gonna find is a lot of people actually call this like South Georgia. It's one of those places that is large, but it's very small. What's that Kevin Bacon thing? If you're really looking to build relationships, it's the 7 degrees of separation or something like that. You'll definitely be able to find it in Jacksonville. And that's one of the things I actually like about being in a large town that has a small feel to it. Before I lived here, I lived in Atlanta. Constant movement, traffic jams. I mean, you can meet people for years. But when you're in Jacksonville, I guarantee you, if you're looking for a business opportunity, you're gonna be able to find it. Why? Because 7 degrees of separation. If you're looking to get into contact with certain people, you're gonna find them. Why? 7 degrees of separation. If you're looking for a new event, if you're looking to get into a new crowd, 7 degrees of separation. That's one of the things I love about this thing. Like I love about Jacksonville, and y'all have heard me say it on other videos. I hated it when I moved here. But when you start to feel that, like that family atmosphere, when you can actually find your tribe, your clique to be around, I guarantee you, you'll love the southernness of it more than some people may want to admit. So just understand this. Jacksonville, it feels a lot more southern than what you're going to find down south. Very large in footprint, but at the same time, you still have those historic areas, San Marco, Riverside, Avondale, downtown, which is being built up right now. It still has a southern feel. Number 6, Jacksonville Beach is one of the jewels along the Atlantic shore. I'm talking about 22 miles of just sandy beach, which is the most in the entire United States. So no matter what side of town you're going to get on, I think the furthest you'll possibly be away from the beach is when you're looking at Middleburg, and you're talking about a 50-minute drive. When you're on the north side, you're probably going to hit Huguenot Beach. You're probably going to hit Fernandina Beach. If you're in town, say the south side, you're probably going to hit Atlantic Beach, Neptune Beach, or Jacksonville Beach. If you're further down looking towards the Nocatee area, you're probably going to look at the Ponte Vedra Beach. But no matter where you live in town, you're probably only about 50 minutes away from a beach at the most. If you're close to the beach, of course, that's a 5, 10, 15-minute drive. So it just depends on where you want to be in Jacksonville. And I know for me, that's my calming place. When I go fishing, I generally drive on the beach instead of going to all the fishing holes. I park my truck and I fish right out the back of my truck. So I think that's one of the things that a lot of our customers coming from, let's say, Arizona are talking about. We want to be near a beach. Okay, well, how far do you want to be away from the beach? Well, we don't want to be more than an hour. Well, you will never have that problem when living in Jacksonville in case there's just horrible, horrible traffic. Number 7, this is an extra, guys. I just thought of it top of my dome. That's what I do. Insurance. So let's talk about this for just a second. I know there's a lot of news going on about what's happening as far as insurance goes on, right, in Florida as a whole. So a lot of people are giving us calls and they're saying, hey, are insurance rates doubling? Is this happening? And let me help you out real quick. A lot of these insurance problems that we're having, yes, they did change it. If you're not buying a house that's over 10 years old, you don't have to worry about fighting for insurance. If you're looking at a new construction property, generally new construction property houses on insurance are fairly low. When they're talking about a lot of doubling the rates of insurance when it comes to housing, they're talking about areas like, unfortunately, like the Tampa area, who just got hit real hard last year, where they're paying out a lot of claims. So Jacksonville, as far as insurance, has not doubled, right, in majority of cases when we're looking at insurance here. In fact, we just closed a house, brand new construction, $450,000, and they were looking at a base of about $1,200 a year for insurance. So there's a lot of commotion about it right now. It's not necessarily Jacksonville. You have to understand that real estate is local, right? It's 2 communities. It's not the entire Florida that's going on. It's localized. When it comes to hurricane season, we get a lot of rain, but we don't necessarily get the full brunt of the hurricane. So just wanted to drop that last one in there for you guys. I gave you guys 7. I wanted to give you an understanding a little bit about what Jacksonville is about. We do videos about neighborhoods, and we want to give you as much information as possible when you're making that transition to Jacksonville. I absolutely love this place. I hated it when I first moved here, but I absolutely love this place. And one of the reasons I really love this place because it's a fantastic place for business. Fantastic place for opportunity. Well, soon we're going to do a video. They're putting $4 billion, $5 billion just in the downtown area to grow the skyline, to grow the economy down here in Jacksonville, Florida. So you got a couple of things. We're going to come back with more, of course. We want you to feel comfortable when you're moving here. So that's it. That's all I got for you. And so next time, be great. Choose excellence at everything you do. Oh, okay, wait. You almost left. Hold on, wait. I have to mention this real quick, right? So I know I talked about Jacksonville. I mean, you're coming from somewhere else. You know where the team stands as far as record. This year, past year, they did a fantastic job. But one of the things I love about Jax is the camaraderie. I love how the city pulls together, the love and the passion that they actually have for this city. If you see how it just surrounds the Jaguars, people who have lived here, it doesn't matter if they win, it doesn't matter if they lose, but the pride that people have in the city is tremendous, and you can feel it throughout. Like, tapping into Jacksonville as a whole, as a culture, right? And understanding the things that go on and getting involved in some of the nonprofits and getting involved in some of the organizations, I guarantee you'll feel at home. I guarantee you that you'll start to understand the love that I have for the city at this point in time, right? Like, this is just not me shooting videos to get y'all to come here. This is me giving you the truth. Like, I'm gonna say that years ago, like, I didn't know where this town was heading. I didn't know, right? I didn't know. I didn't like it. But as I watched it evolve over the years, and I really stepped out and got into new things and doing new things and meeting new people, you start to have a love for this like you may not find anywhere else. So that's my spiel. I'm gonna go get me something to eat in the food trucks, because that's what I do. I'm not fat. I have fat on me. It doesn't define who I am. But it's next time. Be great. Choose excellence. Everything you do.